Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to Symphony of War, the Nephilim Saga. In our last episode, we completed Chapter 15, which involved Diana and her allies successfully shepherding the rescued children to the relative safety of Centurion's Rest. However, this doesn't seem like a permanent solution as they are still kind of on the run from the forces of Emperor Casimir and the cult of Xanatus. And so at this point, Diana has decided that they really do have to pursue the ancient prophecy if they have any hope of turning the tide. So let's jump into Chapter 16, Desperation. We cannot ignore the Nephilim prophecy any longer. Break into the Imperial Palace via its rear sally port, clearing the way to Mount Ptolemaea. Diana and what civilians she could save are safe at Centurion's Rest. The rest of the Resistance forces, those who could be recruited after the death of Craig, awaited her return, having completed several liberation missions of their own. Everyone knows it in their hearts. This is a losing battle. Always on the run, always catching up and reacting. Too many have given into the beliefs of the Xanatus cultists, or have given up hope. Diana feels that the time has come to follow the prophecies written out in the secret page of the Historium Magnus. While unable to directly translate the book's contents, this can only mean one thing. The key to the world's salvation lies at the peak of Mount Ptolemaea. There are no other options left. The way to Mount Ptolemaea is not an easy one. Okay, so we are back, and it looks like we have the town menu again for the first time in a couple of chapters, so this is great. Now, one thing I should mention, and you'll probably notice it right away, over the most recent Steam sale, I was able to pick up the Legends DLC for Symphony of War, and so it'll be interesting to see what this adds. Now, my understanding is it adds some additional chapters here, which you can see. We're not going to pursue these as they just yet because they're additional missions, and I think it would be better to probably, try to finish the main story first. But it is very cool to see that there are some additional missions there for us to pursue later on. I think it also adds some additional classes and things like that, so we'll kind of keep our eyes peeled and see if we notice anything new that's been added. But in any case, that's what that is there when you see that Legends chapters. We've got the DLC on board and installed. So let's go over to supports here. It looks like maybe we've got some new conversations. Yes. So Jules and Barnabas have a conversation. Patience. Gotta say, Jules, haven't seen this before. You look like someone up and ripped your heart out. Sergeant Barnabas, are we accomplishing anything? What do you mean, kiddo? At first, when we began this struggle, there seemed to be more hope. There were not as many internment camps for the children, not as many Imperial patrols around every corner. It seems their power only grows and ours only wanes. Listen, I ain't gonna try and convince you we're winning, but you gotta look at it this way. When Diana started our merry band, Casimir didn't have full control yet, and now they surely do. Of course it seems like they're winning. Guess I got something you kids need a bit more of, and that's patience. You know how folks hope for change for the better? How's that gonna happen? Someone's gotta make it happen. And even though we're just running and running for about a year now, something'll happen. You just gotta have patience. Maybe the bad guys lose their nerve. Maybe we get another dinar from the heavens. Yes, my friend, I struggle to find some weakness in the enemy's regime, but it seems we are in the midst of the height of their power. Trust this old salt. Folks get sloppy and slip up sooner or later. When that happens, we're still here, still ticking, ready to make them pay for it. So just by staying alive, that's our way of winning. Just gotta keep surviving, Jules. Well, a good lesson there from Barnabas for Jules. All right, so that does it for conversations. Well, I guess we can go in and check out our forces here. So, again, the really sad part about the last chapter is that we had to sacrifice our Dragon Rider squad to keep Abigail alive. The main enemy unit there surprised us by coming out of the enemy fort, which we didn't know was going to happen, of course. And due to our positioning, we had to use the Dragon squad to basically act as a bit of a sacrifice and get in the way so that Abigail had a chance to actually get away. So that was very devastating. That was an extremely powerful squad. The good news, though, is it does look like we have some units that can be promoted here. So rather than dwell on our loss, let's focus on what we can do moving forward. So I see that Christina and Madeleine can both be promoted here, and it looks like, oh, that must be a new class that's offered by the DLC, I'm guessing. So we have an Oracle, support class that casts a shield on all allies at the start of battle. That's pretty cool. I wonder, we haven't obviously gotten to see those in action at all since it's a new class for us, but it'll be very interesting to see what the Oracle is like. That being said, I think I'd rather try and get a Templar. And unfortunately, we don't quite have enough magic. We need 56. However, what we could do, I believe we still have some of those usable... Yes, we have a Mint Leaves of Magic. There it is. So we'll buff Christina with it. And then we will change her class to a Templar. And that's going to provide us with superior healing. Oh, and isn't that interesting? The Templar could turn into a Necromancer or a Dark Mage. So the Necromancer, magician that steals life to heal themselves and allies, summons Risen, greatly increases unlife essence accumulation. And then we've got a Dark Mage, magician class that attacks in a large area, lowers effectiveness of heals, mage, and dragon attacks. Ooh, interesting. Now, I noticed that they have that book requirement, so I'm not sure if we're going to actually be able to access them or not. Maybe they're only in the DLC missions, but even still, that's very cool just to get to see that they're potential opportunities for those units later on at some point. Now, one thing I noticed here with Diana's squad is with our artifacts, we did have this Ataraxia equipped to give us the capacity to add an extra unit in. If we remove the ruby ring, however, we should... Yes, so we're able to now maintain all the units in the squad without having that extra piece of equipment there. And I'm hoping that frees that bow up so that we can add more capacity into another squad. So that's the reason for that. Now, our unit in the back here can be promoted, but unfortunately we don't currently have any iron. So what I think I'm going to actually do before I do anything else is jump to the marketplace and, ooh, let's take a look who we can recruit first things first. We've got a raider here. That's a light cavalry archer, and it has Liberator. Let's see what that does. Gain an extra turn after seize objective. Oh, that's great. So I'm assuming that means you could basically capture like a town and then keep moving after that. That's very cool. We've got Marion the Paladin. She's a desert warrior, which means that squad is immune to heat wave and desert movement penalty. Oh, wow, look at that. We've got Gunther the Champion. Enemies cannot critical hit this unit. And he is a mercenary, so he would probably have to lead a squad if we were going to use him, or put him in knowing that he's more expensive. But very cool there. I'm tempted to recruit him. I mean, he's not a special unit by any stretch, but that's still very, very cool. Just seeing what else we've got. So otherwise, just standard units to recruit there. I guess we'll grab maybe we'll grab a fighter as well. We'll have to see what we can put in, but let's see what we can do here. Ooh, nice. Silver Arena token. Let's buy that. Another Ataraxia. That's great. We'll definitely buy that. Landis's Fixed Dice. Double item drop rate from battles. Divine Avatar of Justice created his own luck at every turn, though it earned him a suspicious reputation. You know, that's not the worst idea. Barricade. Other units in same row have increased defense power. You know, I don't hate that. I'm gonna grab that as well. We'll buy the horses and the gems, because why not? And then I think from now on, I'm pretty much going to buy all the resources that I see. Steel Greatsword, just some extra strength. Sure, why not? Double item drop rate from battles. You know, I might as well just grab it for what it's worth. Now, I'm going to exchange a few items here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn some horses into iron. Now, why won't it let me? Isn't that interesting? We can't turn them into iron for some reason. I truthfully don't know why that is. Oh, maybe you have to have at least one to work with or something like that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Okay, it's because I have to go here and I have to sell. Yeah, okay, there it is. So we're buying... I was doing it backwards. We're buying the iron and we're selling 2 horses. There we go. All right, so that should give us more opportunity here. So now if we go into Diana's squad, I do notice as well that we've got Mark here who can be promoted. Oh, isn't that interesting? So Mark could turn into... We can't turn him into a champion, unfortunately. He's not quite strong enough. We do have the option for a sentinel, a Zweihander, a gunner, a cannon. So there's 2 types of cannons now. Ooh, and look at that. Arbalist, I believe that's a new type of unit as well. Probably DLC added. Archery class that fires 3 times slightly weaker bolts and resists enemy ranged attacks. So it's basically like a crossbowman that has a shield to protect him. That's kind of cool. It kind of has the same shield as the Sentinel from what I can see. There's also, I don't think this was a unit before, the field cannon. Maybe it was and I just missed it. But let's see. Attacks from up to 3 tiles away, but it has cavalry movement type. Whereas this one is just the standard version. Oh, that's very cool. So it's basically the same idea, but it's a cavalry. So that it could be much more mobile. Well, that's very cool. Okay, enough hemming and hawing here. Why don't we go turn Mark into a Zweihander? My thought process here is that that'll allow for that kind of cross sweep attack that Diana does. And then we'll have 2 units that do that. So I'm thinking that'll be a pretty good combo. So we'll turn Mark into a Zweihander. And then in the back there, we can turn Brad into... Thinking probably a soldier would be good. Nice. Okay, and then now who else can we... Ooh, we've got... Jules has a unit that can be promoted as well. Powell. Not strong enough to become a samurai. Ooh, but he can become a warbow. I'm definitely thinking about having a warbow here. That would be very good for us. Yeah, so we're going to just try and get a squad of warbows, I think. So that did use up our remaining iron, but I think it's probably worth it. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to go back to the marketplace, and I'm going to just grab maybe 2 more iron here. Just to see if there's anything else I can still do with it. Like, Marion has a unit that can be promoted, so let's see. Franklin here can become... Shoot, he doesn't quite have enough strength to become any of the other units here. Could become a siege cannon. I'm thinking eventually we're going to want a squad of siege cannons. I think that would be very wise. For Marion's group, though, probably just turning him into another powerhouse melee unit would be good. And you know what? We don't have enough strength with that unit currently, so what I'm going to do... I don't think we have the strength upgrade item right now. No, we don't. And he's already lightning affinity, which increases strength, so that's not going to help. So I think what we'll do instead is we'll just do an XP codex to level him up. Yes, and that's going to be sufficient. And then what we'll do is we will change him over to... We could do a Zweihander, or we could do a Sentinel. You know, I'm thinking a Sentinel, and that way this is going to be like the super tank unit here. There we go. So now we've got 2 big tanky units up front to offer really good protection. And then we've got a unit in the back there to keep our flanks covered as well. So I think that's pretty solid. For Slayer Alphonse here, let me just take a look. Hadrian isn't quite able to be promoted yet. Same with Armand, so CP is not quite full. We could use a item to fix that, but again, we don't actually currently have any more iron, and we'd have to sell another horse for it. I mean, that being said, that wouldn't be the worst idea. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's see, how do we back that up? Oh, this is embarrassing. Oh, there we go. Okay. I didn't mean to change his name there. That was the rename scroll that I accidentally hit on. But yeah, we certainly could finish his CP and then trade one more horse for some more iron. We would have to use an XP codex as well. And you know what? His strength won't increase either. So, you know what? That's not even worth doing then. We'll hold off. Conrad's group, though, unfortunately, they are a little bit on the weak side, as you can see. Level-wise, they're a fair bit lower. So, part of me wants to maybe even consider disbanding Conrad's group. Conrad's still a mercenary, though. That's what I was really trying to get rid of, is the mercenary characteristic on them. I suppose one thing we could do maybe is just level them up a little bit. Because again, I think his group is kind of... They're just really not that strong. So I think if we just use a couple items to maybe try to have them catch up a little bit to us. You know what? I'm going to even try... yeah, we'll level Conrad up a bit. And I just really want them to be not... you know, kind of underpowered here. We'll level her up twice. There. If I can get them at least all up to level 17, that would be good. And what about our paladin in the back? Yeah, Freya's pretty solid. But you know what would be really great? So, now that we've got those two items here, I'm thinking what we do with... Oh, Abigail, definitely we can add a unit in. So let's go to artifacts here. We can remove the Blade Master's armor. Then we should be able to equip an Ataraxia. Oh, yeah. And then I think we have enough room to add another unit. Let's see. Can't add anybody. I think that's because we don't actually have any reserves. So let's go back to the marketplace and recruit some units here if we can. Get an apprentice. We could get... You know what? Infantry would be good, I think. It's always good to have more of them. I am tempted to buy Gunther the Champion here. Even though he's a mercenary, I just think it'd be really nice to have. Just thinking what our other options are. So let's go back. For Abigail, we can add in Barrett. Just got to figure out where to put him here. So we might have to move some units around. Probably want him in the back, I'm thinking. So maybe we'll move Nader over one. And then we can add Barrett in the back. There we go. That's good. I think that's pretty solid. Now Abigail's squad is very powerful. I think they're in pretty good shape here. One thing I might do, though, is change out the artifact. Rather than having the Sapphire Ring, I think I'd rather just have the Ruby Ring if I have one. Yeah, there it is. Because we've got more melee units than we do magic users, really. So I think that's a pretty solid setup for them. Just seeing what else we've got. So is there any other squads that might have enough room to add somebody else in? Marion, definitely not. Slayer Alphonse, let me see. If we were to... You know what? Hang on a minute. If we were to remove both of these and then add the Ataraxia, we might be able to... Let's see. Okay, so we've got 10. Let's go up and see if we can find somebody else to add here. So if we go to the marketplace and we recruit somebody else, we could try adding in, say, like an apprentice. Get some magic damage going. Or another healer. I'm thinking maybe an apprentice wouldn't be the worst idea. You know what? Let's try it. Okay, and then we'll go, and I'm wondering if it's going to let me. We might need a little bit more. Nice. Okay, we can add him. That's perfect. So we'll add him there, and we're going to move our units just slightly. So we'll move our healer over one. And There we go. All right, so now we've got some extra magic damage, which is really good. Boy, those ataraxias are super handy. Just having that extra capacity in there makes a world of difference. So then otherwise, it's just going to be figuring out who would be best suited to have some additional items here. So Diana's squad, like I said, they're full, so nothing there. Slayer Alphonse is now full. Conrad, I don't know if there's any other artifacts here. Let's see. The Crystal Lance provides some extra magic, but I don't know. That doesn't really seem... Just seeing what else we could maybe give them instead. Denari Staff, just for some extra out-of-combat healing power. Flame Saber. Ooh, the Flame Saber is a pretty decent item for extra damage there. Oh, isn't that interesting? This was equipped with Craig, and we can't use it, it looks like. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if that means Craig's squad is still alive. But when they're Lysander, that's still equipped for him. And this is... I wonder if Sybil is still going too, because some of these items were definitely equipped with her. And look at this, Narima. So I wonder if those squads are still around. Anyway, just something I noticed. The Noisy Cricket squad is more likely to be attacked. Immune to magical stun effect from the ribbon. That could be pretty good. Anyway, I digress here. Okay, so the Crystal Lance is worth how many? Oh, it's only a single capacity. Okay, so we'd have to replace it with something like a Steel Arming Sword or a Ruby Ring, maybe. I'm thinking the Ruby Ring probably is... Actually, hang on. This is more of a magic-based squad, so now that I'm looking at it, that would actually probably be better to go with the Sapphire Ring instead. Maybe instead of this... You know what? Let's just load up on Sapphire. Oh, we can't do two of the same. That's right. Okay, well, we'll go Sapphire Ring and... You know what? We'll go Sapphire Ring and Denari Staff. There we go. Marion's squad, we can definitely switch out some items here. Kesha's Daikatana, I think we're going to swap that for something like maybe Everlasting Potion or Blade Master's Armor wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, not quite enough capacity for it. However, if we got rid of this... There we go. Okay, that's great. That's just a straight upgrade there. Huge, some strength bonus and some extra health, as well as less damage from swords. And then Kesha's Daikatana we can probably replace. That's just a single capacity. Don't know if there's anything really that exciting for us that's just a single capacity, but... No, you know what? I think I'll leave that as it is, then. Alright, that's pretty good. So Marion's maxed out. Jules' squad, we could add more things, but... Just want to see. What does that True Shot bow do? I forget here. Right, okay. It just adds a lot of skill. That's really good. And then the Gorilla Bow increases hit rate. So those are two pretty solid items for Jules. I'm pretty happy with that. Barnabas' squad here. You know what? I am going to... Instead of Essence of Embor, I'm going to give them the Everlasting Potion. One free heal per battle. That's useful because they don't have a lot of sources of healing. Currently, they're mostly just relying on the Valkyrie there. And Excalibur's a pretty decent one there, giving them a lot of strength. So I think that's fine there for them. Stefan's squad, I mean, I think we could probably get rid of the Elegant Blade. Ooh, maybe actually not quite, because we'd have to unequip the Emerald Ring to do that, because it gives 2 capacity. And that's fine. We'll leave them as they are. Yeah, everybody else is pretty much good to go, so I think that's going to be it. Well, hey, that was pretty solid. I mean, we definitely, you know, optimized things a little bit for us here, I think. And having an extra unit in with Abigail and with Slayer Alphonse, I think, is going to be worth its weight, hopefully, for us. So I think without any further ado, we will proceed onwards here and go to... Oh, you know what? Before I do that, though, let me check arena tokens. So I do have quite a few. Now, one thing I could do is I can go into the exchange. I believe I can... Yes, I can... Or how do I do this? I can go bronze for silver. So what does this do if I'm buying 1 silver and I'm selling 2 bronze? Yes, I think that's what I want to do. Or hang on, how many... Oh, there, okay, I can get a gold for... I can buy 1 gold for 2 silver. Let's do that. And then I think, yes, I can buy 2 gold for... Or sorry, 1 platinum for 2 gold. There we go. We've now got ourselves a platinum arena token. We can also grab an extra silver here. There we go. Oh, that's exciting. So we'll save those, though. I don't think it's worth using them just yet. All right, so let's deploy. Hopefully this goes well for us here. The Paladin and her cute little band of friends continue to elude you, my champion. How, with such might as yours? You wouldn't make this feeble old man do it himself, would you? Those rebels mean nothing to me. It is the Emperor who lives only as you allow. It is beginning to test my loyalty to you. Your loyalty to me? Why? I could not bear to see you waver. Please, my champion, you must understand. Institutions take time to disassemble. If we were to send Casimir to the Void now, it would undermine the legitimacy of the regime we control. It would undo all of the work we've done, that you've done. For now, we must simply tell him what to do. And he has proven an obedient pawn. As you can see, the temple is all but extinct. The moment he becomes obsolete, his life is yours to take. Then this world will finally call you Emperor. For now, the Paladin has sent her forces to attack the capital from the east. Perhaps she has a death wish? Your duty, Hand of Xanatus, is to fulfill that wish. Once you have taken Diana's big blonde head, the rest of them will crumble. Chapter 16, Desperation. Well, I really hope the Hand of Xanatus doesn't show up again. He's the reason we lost our Dragon Rider squad, which was really unfortunate. So it looks like a fairly small map here. I do note that there's a bazaar in the top corner. We've got some iron mines, which is great. We're running so short of iron, and some obsidian. That'll come in handy. A couple of villages. There's a chest up here. And there's mountains in the way, so we're going to need a quick squad to be able to get all the way around. So that might be a job for Barnabas, maybe. Okay, and then just another chest over there. So, yeah, we're going to have to divide and conquer. Kind of a lot of units here right in the middle, so we might have to kind of play it a bit defensive to get started, though. Okay, these are 2 pretty powerful units here, Atkin and McLean. We've got a lot of heavy infantry up front with good healing support, so we're going to have to watch out for them. I see we've got plenty of light infantry that are going to be able to ambush and attack our back row of units, along with a lot of archers. So we're going to have to be very careful. Let's check out the mission info. Our victory condition is to seize Imperial Sallyport. Our defeat condition, Diana is defeated in battle, or the enemy captures Diana front base. We've got to try and do this in 9 turns, 7 objectives to capture, and 5 target squads that need to die. So let's start with our most powerful squad, which is probably Abigail at this point. Abigail's going to need some assistance, however, so probably Marion and Barnabas are our next strongest. Slayer Alphonse is gradually creeping up in terms of power, but not quite there yet. So we'll have Marion, we'll have Barnabas. We're also going to want probably Slayer Alphonse here in the middle, I'm thinking. Hang on, if we put Slayer here... Ooh, not quite able to reach the... You know what? Okay, if we remove Barnabas from there and we put Slayer here, I wonder if that means Slayer can... Yes, that is better. Because then Barnabas should still have range to be able to get into the action, even from back here. Yes, he does. Okay, that's great. And then we're going to want Jules in the back to kind of provide some assistance. But I think we're probably going to have to keep Jules back for a couple of turns until he's a little bit safer. So Conrad and Stefan are both weaker, so I think we're going to have to keep them kind of in the rear. We'll bring Conrad out. We'll bring Stefan out. And like I said, Jules is going to have to kind of just play it safe in the back, I think. And that's going to do it for our turns. So let's begin and see what happens here. All right, well, so now here's the big question. Do we want to go out and do some attacking, or do we want to try and play it a little safer? Honestly, whichever units we send out there are going to get surrounded by all of this, so that's my only kind of big worry there. Marion can head over and at least attack the archer, though. All right, nice kills there. You know, I wonder if I should maybe move the heavy infantry over in the front so that my dragon is a little more protected. Because right now he's only kind of half protected there, so might want to rebalance that squad ever so slightly. But really good job from Marion there, getting some good kills, weakening the archers there substantially. Now Abigail could charge in here and attack. Alternatively, we could just form a bit of a defensive kind of little bubble to let them come and attack us. That said, with Barnabas here, we can really swoop in there. None of these units have pikemen, so I'm not super worried about Barnabas getting attacked, but I do have to be careful. And I think I'd almost rather play this one a bit more defensively. I mean, that said, you know, we can get Slayer out there, we can get Abigail out there, and we can get Barnabas out there, so I'm probably going to regret this, but let's just go out and attack and see what happens. Again, I'm not feeling good about this, admittedly, but... Alright, nice, good kills there. And this should get the finish right here. Fantastic. Nice and clean. Good level ups there for Barnabas's group. Now, you know what? We could pull Barnabas back and then form a defensive line here. But I think I'd rather just stay where he is, and then we'll use Abigail and Slayer to kind of form a bit of a pocket there, maybe.
My friends are counting on me.
So Abigail can go up like this. Again, Abigail's going to get just annihilated here with attacks, but she is our strongest unit, and I think she can handle it. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Dishing out the punishment. Nice, good work there. Alright, and then Slayer can move up just to maybe assist a bit. We do have to be careful, though, so maybe I'll put Slayer back here. Now, I don't want anybody else really getting too far up in there, because, I mean, Diana can for sure,
Repent before the righteous.
I don't really want the rest of my squad getting in there, because they are going to be very susceptible to the other attacks. So I think I'm going to instead leave them in the back. And that's going to include Conrad here, Stefan, and Jules. I'm going to just leave them where they are. I don't want to risk them. Now, this might be a terrible idea, but I think that's going to be fine.
Stay strong, everyone.
So we'll just have Jules wait there. Now, here's the big thing. We're going to get attacked by a lot of units, and I don't know if we can survive it. Let's see what happens here. Ouch, that was actually pretty heavy damage for our sentinel up front. Oh, man, they hit hard. Holy cow. Okay, really good damage, though, output from Marion and her group. And good healing, I mean, from Marion, I should say. That's all she's going to get attacked. Now, here's Abigail. Okay, we're getting hit in the back. That's fine. Good damage there. Nice kills up front. And the healing pretty much made up for any damage we took. Excellent. Oh, fantastic. Back to full health. Nice. And class mastery up for that unit in the back. Hoping Abigail can just kind of keep doing the same thing there. Alright, so dragon doing good damage. Yeah, I think we're fine here. And a little bit more healing. Nice. Yeah, Abigail's squad is really, really good. Mint leaves of magic, that's helpful. Gonna take a little bit of damage, nothing too bad, I hope. And then we can just heal. Excellent. Now, once Diana can get in there, too, that's gonna make a big difference. Oh, I didn't think this one through. Okay, we're fine. I was a little worried, though, because with all those archers, you can see they do a lot of damage. Oh, man, this might not end so well. Nice, good kill up front there. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, Slayer's group is doing okay. Holy, though, yeah, we took a lot of damage. And they're going to hit us again here, I think. We might end up losing our soldier. Oh, okay, good, he's attacking Barnabas, that's fine. Oh, man, Barnabas taking some beating, though. Oh, man, we almost lost our cavalry. That's not good. Okay, a little bit of extra healing. We cannot afford to lose Barnabas, though. Uh-oh. Oh, thank goodness for that healing. Man, I got a little overconfident there, though. Okay, thank goodness, though. We survived that. We got some healing just from being close to our base, which is great. And now we have Diana who can contribute here, which is great for us. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take Conrad and his group up, I think. We're going to try and get rid of Gavin's little squad. So let's see, can we force a surrender, perhaps? Mid-chance. No, we'll just do a normal attack and finish them off that way. Nice. If we can just get Conrad's group a little bit more loyalty there, especially for Conrad to be able to then...
Getting real thirsty here. Time to end.
Oh, shoot. I was going to say it. Anyway, just to finish my thought, if Conrad can get a few more units in the squad, he's going to be extremely powerful. So now over here, we've got still some pretty powerful units that need to be dealt with. Those archers for sure need to die. So I'm thinking Abigail can... She's definitely our... Along with Diana, they're our two strongest. So, let's see, what would be best? Barnabas can probably wipe out the archers without too much difficulty. Yeah, and it was kind of a mistake leaving these guys so far back that now they really can't do a whole lot to help. I mean, I guess they still can, but not as much as I would like. Although with Jules here, I should be able to still do something. So
Where am I needed?
Diana can... Let's figure out who we want to kill with Diana. I'm thinking probably Richard would be good. So let's just wipe out the archers here directly. Nice. Yeah, I really like having this Y-hander and Diana together because they both do that big sweeping attack. I think it pairs quite nicely. Okay. And then we need to get rid of McLean's group, so I'm thinking Abigail might be the best to do that. So let's... Ooh, we still got Burkhart over there, though. I'm thinking the cavalry would be pretty good, pretty well equipped to handle them. Then we've still just got Atkin, who's going to be a problem. So... Slayer can probably take on Atkin, I'm thinking. Or maybe McLean, actually. It might be better to fight McLean. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just keep fighting here. Although, you know what? Before we do that, what we could do...
We will always
Oh,
find
here's
a
a good idea. Okay, if we put Jules up here, Jules can blast McLean for some big damage. So we put him right there, and then we can still use Abigail to finish off Atkin, probably. And Barnabas can take on the archer over there. So we would basically have all the things covered. So let's do that. We'll go here. Finish off Atkin. got to be strategic with this so we don't lose any extra units that we can't afford to lose. Importantly here, we don't have any capacity to revive units that die, right? We don't have a Denari Temple. Okay, so there's just that one unit left, which is fine. He's not much of a threat on his own. So good work there from Abigail's group. All right, so then what I'm thinking is Jules goes up here, and we attack McLean just to provide some assistance for Slayer Alphonse's group. This should soften him up a bit. Nice there. At least we killed off one of the healers. Nice. And got some experience with the group as well, which isn't so bad. So then Slayer can attack them. Should be fairly straightforward, I hope. Nice, good kill there, and a nice heal. Oh yeah, we're in really good shape now. Okay. Yeah, that's excellent. And then now Atkin, or sorry, Barnabas can attack here. And can finish the, or can either kill or do a lot of damage to the archers here, I'm thinking. Yep, there we go, that's great. Too bad that one guy in the front row is still alive, though. Plus, we got some extra healing out of that battle, which is good. And you know what? I could move Barnabas back to block Jules there just so that Jules can't get ambushed by McLean, but I don't think McLean can do anything if we stay where we are either, so yeah, he can't really get out of there. So Marion could either, you know what, I think we'll send Marion down here, and Marion can just attack the archer squad and then seize the fort the following turn. Nicely done there. Really good work from Marion. Cleaning up the archers a bit. Now for Stefan.
This one coming.
You know what? He could jump up here and finish off Atkin, no problem. Why don't we do that? Let's force the surrender here. Nice. There we go. Level ups for his group. That's excellent. And I think that's it. So we'll end it there. So really good work thinning out the groups. This might hurt a little bit. Oh man, that siren almost died. Holy cow. Yeah, you can see though, Conrad's group is still kind of weak. Slayer's group needs some cover too. That priestess almost died. Okay, now let's see. We're gonna blast him with magic and then wipe him out. Nice work from Slayer's group there. Okay, so we're coming under attack, and I think we're gonna get to retaliate here. Yeah, we are. So I'm surprised they didn't move off and then hit us from a distance. Just made our life a little easier. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna move Marion out because I want her to be more out in the action. She's a stronger unit. So we're gonna step out here and then force the surrender if possible. Great. Nice work there. Meanwhile, Conrad can then move down and seize the objective. Perfect. And that's good. That increases his loyalty, which is something we definitely need. Meanwhile,
brave.
Abigail might as well just go straight up the gut here, I'm thinking. She doesn't even really need to do any healing. I think we're fine. So, archers are still a little bit alive. So let's see if maybe we can fix that. Force surrender, maybe? Nice. There we go. Ooh, some obsidian. That's helpful. All right, so now we got to think about how we want to do these additional things we have to do, like treasure chest to open and mines to seize. I'm thinking Conrad's probably going to be best to just send over for this. It's kind of out of the way, and quite frankly, it's my weakest unit probably, so I think that's the best bet there. over here, we do have a pretty powerful squad in Thomas's group there, so I'm thinking
paladin
Diana probably
never
needs to go that
surrenders.
direction. Wait there.
Time to end this.
Jules could, I guess, maybe head up. I'm thinking we want Barnabas to probably go this way as well. I'm just a little nervous about how strong Thomas is. So maybe with Barnabas, we'll just grab the iron mine while we can. There we go. Okay, and then Stefan,
Real thirsty here.
we're going to want him to open some chests, I'm thinking. So probably this one in particular. So let's head up this way with Stefan. And then Jules
help, my
can
lord?
probably go this way as well to maybe assist. Yeah, I think it'd probably be best to have the fire support up that way. And I think that's going to do it. Okay, so now Diana is going to move on over,
Donar be with us.
fight Thomas's group one-on-one here. Should have a pretty good shot here to inflict some punishment. Nice, good kill in the middle. Nice, our healer's doing a good job. Nice, really good kill on the front line there. That's what we needed. All right, great. So they've been softened up substantially, so way less of a threat at this point. Now, unfortunately, we can't really get in there to assist them with Slayer's group just yet. One thing I suppose we could do is step over here and offer a heal, just to give a little bit of assistance.
School is in
And then with
session.
Barnabas, I think I'm just going to go down. Might even shift. You know what? We'll just do a self-heal. There we go. And then we'll just wait there. All right, meanwhile, up here...
My friends are counting on me.
so, in a perfect
We will
world, what I'd
always
like to
find a
do
way.
is have Jules hit this group first, and then go and
I can
attack
do
it, but...
this.
I think we'll just attack first because we can't have Jules standing there in the right spot where all his archers will be able to hit. So I think this is the better option. We're probably not going to kill this unit this turn, but you can see there, we actually took a nasty amount of damage. Okay, good. We did get that kill in the middle. That's what we needed. Now, the only danger here is if we do use our archers, we might give them an opportunity to do some extra healing. But so many of their units are damaged that I'm actually
Stay strong, everyone.
not that worried about that. So let's hit him here and see if we can maybe kill one of those priestesses in the back. Nice, we killed both the priestesses. Wow. All right, nice work there. So that makes things a lot easier.
Oh,
Again,
sorry.
Stefan
Did
is
you need
kind of
something?
roadblocked here until we can get through. So for now, he'll just wait there. Marion might as well go up this way as well. She can do a quick little self-heal. And then, as I said, with Conrad, we're just going to move over for that mine. And I think that's it. So far, so good here. I think we're on pace to get this done on the time we need. This should mean this squad's going to be killed off here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no problem. And then we should get the finish here on this last unit. Nice, good kill from the dragon. Be nice to evolve that dragon if possible. Diana's going to hopefully finish this squad off. Let's see. Nice, one of the priestesses went down. Nice work. Really good job from her squad, so that cleans things up substantially for us there. And then
Repent
I think with
before the
Diana, I'm
righteous.
going to just make a straight shot north here. Wait there. Meanwhile, Slayer can grab the base here. And then with Barnabas, we will run north as well to help out. So then next turn, Slayer can open the treasure chest there.
I
Meanwhile,
must
up
not
here,
fail.
Abigail's just going to charge right in. Start working on these archers. Try and clean things up a bit for us. Nicely done. And then they should be able to finish them off the next turn. Those archers are nasty, though. They really do a lot of damage. All right, very good. And then, you know what? Marion can... We do have to be careful. We don't want the archer to
Time to end this.
get smart and, you know, really let us have it here. So just have to be
Bet
cautious.
You didn't see this one coming.
I think we'll send Stefan over this way. Marion can go maybe here. The thing I'm worried about is
Can I help,
Jules
my
getting
lord?
hit by this squad of archers, but thinking they'll be okay if they go to the town. Sees it there. So I don't think they're going to move. At least I hope not. Conrad next turn can grab the mine. And that should be sufficient. We'll end it there. Like I said, my main worry is Jules getting hit by the other archer. Okay, yeah, I didn't think they were going to move based on when I highlighted them. They didn't seem like they were going to go anywhere. Alright, now Slayer can grab the chest. Nice proof of merit. That's always good to
Where am I
have.
needed?
And then
I ain't got
Barnabas
no
can
thing.
just charge right up there. Hit the light infantry squads. This should be a pretty devastating... Yep, there it is. Just wipe them out too. That's great. Okay, so then I'm thinking, we just go right up here. Diana can
paladin
grab
never
the iron
surrenders.
mine. Very good.
love
Stefan
this
can
fight.
grab this chest. Ooh, actually, we do have to be careful, though. Okay, that guy's not going to move, I don't think.
Real
So
thirsty here.
I just didn't want Stefan's group to get ambushed. So he'll wait there. Marion can attack the archer squad here. Probably won't get the kill, but they should wipe out enough of them that they're kind of less of a threat. Oh man, that really hurt. Marion almost got killed there. Alright, there we go. At least they're diminished in their threat level here. So then what I'm thinking is, with Abigail, we just go and attack Joffrey there.
We will always find a way.
Now, Jules could finish off Darmok there if we really wanted. I don't think that's the worst idea ever. He can also just hit the enemy, but I think it's better if we just finish the archers and get rid of them entirely. You know what, we could even wait one more turn and then use, before we attack the enemy base, we could wait a turn and then have Jules go in and
I
clear the
must
way
be
for us.
brave.
So I'm going to do that. We're going to just wait one turn. I think everybody else... Oh, Conrad can do his thing. I almost forgot. There we go. Obsidian mine. I think that should be it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they're going to ambush my cavalry. Not that that does much. Although we didn't get an opening attack because of that, so... Yeah, when they ambush, we lose our opening turn. That's the trade-off there.
Oh, sorry. Did you need something?
Now, one thing we could do here is use Stefan to come over and attack this group, and I don't mind that. Although, can he make it to the
Bet
bazaar?
you didn't see this one
Oh,
coming.
he can't. Can Diana
Don't
get up
Nar
there?
be with us.
No.
You got a plan?
I love
This should be
part.
fine. I hope. They're pretty weak up front, so this should finish them off. Oh yeah, no problem. We wiped them out pretty easily, actually. That's great.
School is
And then
in
let's go to the
session.
bazaar here and take a look. So we can go to the shop. Ooh, and look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. A legendary Zweihander. Guy Vier Cannon. From Destitution Findeth Restitution. Silver-tongued. When this squad uses forced surrender, enemy units are more likely to surrender. Treasure hunter. Increased chance to find an item when destroying or forcing the surrender of enemy squads. Guile. Unit bypasses block and can attack any target. And he's a mercenary. Oh, 100% we're recruiting him. Any of these ones that are in gold, I think, are the special mercenaries, so I'm definitely recruiting that. Oh, look at this. We've got a pretty cool-looking oracle here. Immortal Spirit. Once per chapter, unit would survive an enemy volley that would otherwise be fatal. There's 2 of them there. Oh, a war cat. That's new. Light infantry, large beast that attacks in a wide arc. Increased critical chance during night. Oh, a drakeling. Yeah, I'd love to get another one of those after I lost so many. Deal damage to enemy morale based on difference in strength. Yeah, we're definitely hiring him. I'm tempted to grab Benny as well, although we are kind of running low on infantry, or on money here. Be kind of cool. He's considered light infantry, so that could be a good addition to our light armored squad. That's tempting. I just don't know if I want to spend the money on it. Let's see what else we can buy. Oh, wow. Fang of Duros. Basically takes all your magic away, but gives you a ton of health and strength. Black belts. Deal extra damage on defense. I definitely like that. Ooh, a sunstone. Yeah, those are pretty valuable. I feel like I'm running out of money here, but light affinity, that's also really good. Refuge, we'll buy that. Oh, we're buying it as much as we can here. Yeah, let's buy the sunstone. We've been so chronically short of those. Obsidian plate armor, we do have some of this. The black belt I definitely like. I just don't know. I don't think I want to spend the money on it, to be honest. So I think we'll stop there. And unfortunately, as much as I want to recruit this war cat, I just don't think it's a good purchase for me right now.
Repent before the righteous.
All right, so that, yeah, everything's pretty much done then, I think. Let me just double check our mission info here. Target objectives captured 6 of 7. Squads neutralized 4 of 5. So yeah, we just have to finish off the last
Stay strong, everyone.
enemy here. So let's hit him with our arrows and see what happens. Hopefully we can kill some of those mages in the back, maybe. Now shoot. We softened him up just a little, I guess. Alright, so Abigail's going to step up. And Abigail's going to try and hit him really hard here. Let's see what happens. A little nervous, admittedly, but... Oh, nice kill. Oh, wow. Never mind. Those mages could still really hit us hard, though. Let's see. Man, nice work, though. Killing... Oh, wow. We just wiped him out. I don't know what I was worried about. That went a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Well, let's just make sure there's nothing else we want to do this. I think we're good here, really. Yeah, we've achieved everything we needed to, and we got this done pretty quick, so let's just have Marion grab the finish here, then. Perfect. Well, that went pretty darn smooth, all things considered. We got it done fast as well. S rank, fantastic. Well, nice and clean. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so with that, we've completed Chapter 16, and it'll be interesting to see, what comes next. I'm really hoping we get access to some more of our units, some of our other squads, perhaps, because it's been kind of tough with fewer squads. We may have to build an extra one to replace Cloud Render's Dragon Rider squad. So in any case, though, I'm very happy with that mission outcome, and we'll see what comes next. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.